What's up, guys? Run Good Vapes coming back at you with another review. So it's been a long hiatus, but we're back. And we're going to start with a device that has blown me away as of late. The Aspire Speeder Revvo kit. Many of you guys might have got the Speeder kit. Great mod, but you might have got it in a kit that was earlier released with the Athos tank. Wasn't a big fan. Athos tank just wasn't for me. Personally, I just didn't really like it. There were a lot in this area, and I kind of felt bad for those that got stuck with it. It just wasn't the greatest tank. It wasn't a flop by any means. Aspire does great things. I just thought it was too quickly released. Obviously, many people agreed, looks like Aspire did as well, because they switched it out with the new revolutionary Revvo tank when it became available. They made some options that fit with the colors of the speeder mods, and they did an excellent job. This Revvo tank is truly revolutionary. I think that's why it's called the Revvo tank. Pretty funny, but it's true. We're going to break down the tank in the up-close video so we can walk you through what makes this tank so different. Super easy filling technique without even taking anything apart from the tank. You can fill right from the top by pushing down and squeezing. We'll walk you through that as well in the up-close video. Whole mod and tank, the complete kit is going to be 130 millimeters tall, 46 millimeters wide, 31 millimeters from front to back. It's got a 3.6 milliliter capacity in that tank, so you're going to be filling it up quite frequently, but I'm going to show you why that is not a problem at all anymore. So Aspire's knocked this out of the park. There's a few different color options. I've been rocking the brown and black. As you can see, screen's pretty big on that. It's got the Aspire flip technology and stealth mode. In stealth mode, it looks pretty clean even when fired. I like it. It doesn't stick out. It's not an in-your-face mod. Pretty cool, but we've got the brown and black, brown accent on the tank there. We've got the red and white with the red accent on the tank there. I really like this one. This one's obviously going to stick out a little more than the brown and black. We've got a blue and gray that videos, pictures just don't do this one justice. Very clean, very beautiful. The blue just looks excellent. It's also got the blue accent on the top of the Revvo tank. So pretty freaking cool. For this review, we are going to be vaping on Lemongrass Cake from Dinesh Vapor Brands. Probably do a good review for Dinesh sometime soon. Great guys, great line, super awesome product. But I'm not like promoting them. I'm just saying this is what I'm vaping on because I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Anyway, so let's get you up close. Let's take a look at the mod. Let's take a look at, most importantly, the tank and what makes this Revvo tank so freaking revolutionary. So guys, this is the box, the Aspire Speedo Revvo kit. Let's open her up. Let's first see what comes in the box. I already have the mod and the tank taken out, but we'll show you what accessories Aspire's felt that we deserve to receive. Plus, these are getting nicer, guys. They're starting to ship everything better. All companies are getting nicer with those. So, we've got a little user manual. Just gonna walk you through how to use it all, what to do, how to feel, all that good stuff. Got your warranty card. Important advice. Got some O-rings, battery safety card. Got a cool little vape band that goes over the glass and caps the tank. So if you don't want, if you're in a high dust area or a construction worker, you can throw that cap over the tip of your tank so nothing gets down there during the day. Pretty cool. We have a backup coil. So you guys are going to get a sneak peek of this coil. It's a radial coil. Pretty wide surface. Going to be able to suck juice pretty well. They got cotton down inside of there. And it's pretty nice. I'll show you this more when we take the tank apart. But that's your coil. So no more thick, big, round, gaudy thing. This just sits on top. We'll break it down when we get into the tank though. We got backup glass. We got a lot of nothing. And we got cord, dude. They went pretty legit. Companies are starting to get better on cords too. So this isn't a cheapo. Kind of nice. I like it. So what color do we want to break down? Let's break down this red and white one. So here's the Mad. Sits pretty flush. Pretty easy to sit on either side. Let's throw some LG HD2s in here so we can walk you through the menu settings. Negative on the negative. Positive facing positive. So I've heard some complaints about this battery door because it sticks out maybe 1/10 of a millimeter. I don't know if they improved it because it just does not have any effect for me. Sits pretty flush, sits fine. There's no tilting issues. So they may have just fixed that door issue. I know early on a lot of people were complaining this door didn't shut all the way, but looks pretty good to us. So I'm gonna take this tank out here just so we don't ruin one of those radio coils, and then we'll break that tank down for you. So obviously it has that tilting screen, which I always like, that Aspire technology. Pretty nice. The fire button is gonna be right here where it says Aspire. So your wattage up, wattage down. What I like is 3 clicks. Oh, 5 clicks takes you into lock mode. But 1, 2, 3 takes you into stealth mode. And I like that because the screen is pretty big, it's pretty bright. So if you don't want it to be so bright, just go into stealth mode. 3 clicks, get you out of stealth mode. So, fire button in the up. And you can change your watts to TCR, to TC. You hit TC, you can go nickel, stainless steel, titanium, nickel, stainless steel, titanium. So pretty cool. Again, that's fire button and up. Once that TC highlights, you can change it right back to watts. You can go to CPS, which is like a chart flow. You can control your hit, bypass mode, voltage, and then back to watts. You just hit the fire button to lock that in. Obviously, this is going to be a 200 watt device, as I have already said. Goes all the way up to 200 watts. I have fired a Milo 300 at 200 watts on this device, and it performed just as it should, which is nothing less than what we can expect from Aspire. So, pretty easy mod to use. Pretty normal. This is just a QR code. It peels right off. So, I'd already taken mine off on the brown and black one we were using earlier, but that peels right off. Just Aspire wants to make sure you know you're getting authentic products every single time. 510's pretty good, spring loaded. Haven't had any problems with this, and I've been using my tank quite a bit. What's cool though is with this Revvo tank, you don't really have to take the tank off much, if ever. I really only take mine off every day or two just to see if there's any condensation buildup under there. And to tell you the truth, you're not gonna get a lot with this tank because the airflow comes from the top up here. So let's move right over to that. Pretty cool tank design. Obviously, your e-liquid, I'll show you how to fill that here in a minute, but it's gonna feed in through the top and fill at the bottom of this 3.5 milliliter capacity tank. It's gonna bottom feed. That middle tube has some entry points on the bottom of the tube that feeds your e-liquid from the bottom to the top to the radial coil. So let's take a look at that radial coil, which is the whole reason this tank is exceptional. So you just unscrew the top cap where your airflow is, and this is what you have left, ladies and gentlemen. So this is, middle tube here is your fill tube. So I'm gonna keep my cap on because I don't wanna fill this tank up, but you just put your tip into that, push down, and squeeze, and it fills your tank up. You can do that even with the top cap on. So let's put the top cap back on. You stick your bottle down in there, so your tip's inside of that fill tube. You push down, you squeeze, fills the tank up super easy, and you're ready to hit. There's no waiting, there's no taking the tank apart, filling your juice up, putting it back together, getting juice everywhere. It just fills up super easy. Now, they say you can use glass dripper bottles. I haven't tried it, and I think it would be a little more difficult than they make it out to sound. The Gorilla bottles are going to be way easier to use with this tank. Pretty much everything I sell at 515 Vape and Disc Golf comes in a tube like this, and I know the two brands that I sell in glass right now aren't going to be in glass for long. I'm not going to say their names because they're massive, massive companies in our industry, and I think it's still a secret. But if you can figure that one out, or you shop at my shop, you probably already know which brand I'm talking about primarily. So let's take another look at that coil when it's installed. So to change your coil, all you're going to have to do is unscrew the top cap on this fill tube. This top cap comes up. That's going to help you when you are filling. Any excess is going to go over to the side. It's also going to make it so that fill tube doesn't break or bend. So this just pushes down. If you see that, when you put your juice in there, it just pushes down. That's what opens the tube up, and you just fill her up. That's your radio coil. So at this point, you could take this radio coil off, just get your nails under the side there, and your coil comes out, and you can just replace your coil. Right now, there is only one coil option. I believe it's a 0.15. Doesn't really matter. Performs anywhere from like 60 to 100. The sweet spot's about 80 to 85. Is at that 80 to 85 though, don't worry, it's not a hot vape at all. My battery life's been still exceptional on that speeder kit. So you're still good to go, and my vape has not been overly hot. So even for those of you like I was that are used to vaping between like 40 and 60 watts on say a Clito or a Super Tank Mini or a Crown 2, not really the Crown 3, that wants you to go higher too. But any of those prior tanks, if you're used to vaping in the 40 to 60, it was a very easy adjustment to the 80 to 85 for me. Pretty much a similar temperature vape with obviously a lot more cloud. This tank chucks, guys. I've had no problem putting this on until I have a camera between me and the tank. Ha, there we go. This tank chucks. It performs well. The airflow hits the coil just right. The airflow sends the airflow down to the coil, which comes up and provides the vapor. Your vapor, there's such a large surface area that the flavor is exceptional. The vapor production is exceptional. There is not a bad thing about this tank that I have found yet. I'm going to continue using it. If anything comes up, I'll let you know, but I would be very surprised if it did. This is by far my favorite sub-ohm tank out there right now. And just super, super impressed by what Aspire's done. So let's take you back up. We'll talk a little bit and get you out of here, guys. So that was the up close and personal on the Aspire Speeder Revvo Tank kit. Good cloud production at 80 watts. I'm a big fan. Obviously, I've said that many times throughout this video. The tank just does it provides a whole new experience for us vapors. It makes it easy, it makes it convenient, it puts out good flavors, similar to that of an RDA, about as close to a true RDA that I've ever tasted out of a tank, without going like true RTA, where I have a good build deck, I can throw some good cotton in there. But this is a pretty dang close match. If I lost it, you know, as Grim says, if an alien came in and stole all my mods, or the FDA came and took them all away, would I try to go out and find a replacement for this? Abso-freaking-lutely. This instantly became my daily all-day vape. So, yes, I would be trying to replace it as fast as possible, at least the tank. The mod, I like the way it looks, the way it feels. Obviously, as I've already said, but the tank, I would be doing anything I can to get my hands on one of these tanks. Right now, they're super hard to find available in just the tank. Wholesalers are selling out in minutes. But the kits should be available. We have them right here at 515 Vape and Disc Golf in Clive, Iowa. And you should be able to get them locally in pretty much, you know, any store that heavily carries Aspire products. I've always backed Aspire pretty hard, so you can definitely get them at my store, and you should be able to get them somewhere locally as well. Also, there's going to be dozens and dozens and dozens of places online where you should be able to pick up this whole kit at a pretty affordable price. So guys, Run Good Vapes is back. I'm here. We're going to be posting reviews a lot more often. I have a lot more time now that I'm running the shop, surprisingly, instead of on the road, non-freaking stop for the distro company. We're going to be at Vape Showcase in St. Louis next weekend, so probably post a couple videos from Vape Showcase, might even go live at the freaking expo. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of friends. I don't have a working role there other than buying stuff for the store. This will be the first expo I've just been able to go to and enjoy for a long time. Usually I'm working a booth or pushing the distro or pushing the e-liquid, and this time we're just going to have a good time, maybe get some great videos put together for you guys as well. Thanks for coming back, guys. Thanks for allowing me the hiatus I needed to push my businesses to grow to where I am today. I appreciate all the support. If you like what you saw today, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like what you saw today, as always, hit the thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like. I'll probably ignore you, but I still want to hear it. I love the feedback. I do this for you guys. I don't do this for me. As many of you know, YouTube don't pay crap. So I do this because I enjoy doing it, and I love bringing you guys the best products available on the market. So you guys too, without getting every mod under the sun, can know what's the best to buy. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep calm and vape on.